Praise the Lord, family. Welcome. This is One Word. It is the program that God gives us to share His wisdom, His insights, guidance, so that we can address the challenges that we meet and pursue those dreams and visions God put in our hearts as we live on this planet Earth. The program is focused on the topic, the future, in relation to mentality. How you think and why you think the way you think. And what brought about the thinking patterns that you have to think that way and not the other way. According to life design, you don't come on earth with information. You come blank. So blank that you don't even know the one who gave birth to you, or even the father. You know nothing. You just arrive. And there are people beginning from your mother, your father, or the midwife, or the relatives that you will be told are your relatives, which you don't have anything to verify to know they are your relatives. They will start to come around you with different expression. Some say you look like your mother, some will say like your father, some will say grandmother, grandfather. Each one will try to get a share. And all this discussion, they will be doing it in your presence while you are quiet. And you can't answer. And all these are the words starting to come in your mind, yet you don't respond to say no. And you are brought in a place which you didn't choose. The best place God found for you was your mother's womb. The village was not God's choice. That compound where you were raised was not the mechanism of God. It is your parent who wanted to print that compound into your mind. So you then find everything in your mind, you collected it here on earth. The best you knew was to cry. Cry because you want milk, cry you want to sleep, cry because you want diaper to change, cry because you are tired, the way they are tying you is not right, or they are tying it so tight, or you don't like the one who handled you, or the way they handled you. You were just using one frequency, crying, but not blocking information. So from day one of your arrival, people started to dump their thinking patterns in you. All those places where you were, including the nation you are in, the people you were meeting, whether they were left in your hand when your mom goes to the well, or they go to do work, or they leave you under a bush, or whatever was happening, it was writing things in your brain. So from the time you were growing, there are things you were never now worried you are in, because you were raised in it. There are things you began to tolerate, even when it was very possible to eat at 7. in the morning. You were raised because your mom was going to the field, from the field to the well, from the well, then drive the cattle to the pasture, then come back, then make porridge, and probably by the time porridge is being made for you, it's 1 o'clock. So to you, you were programmed even not to eat with the timetable from childhood. Anything that was happening, sometimes you have the short and you don't have the pen inside. Sometimes you just walk with your foot and you're just putting, and they don't dress you anyhow. So this compromised mind has been in you for a long time. So there are certain things now you are not even careful to look at because your mind has been framed to adjust, to accept it as normal. Those experiences, whether you never saw the face of your father, it was not just the absence of a man. It was a message printed in your brain. Whether they were fighting for you and you could fighting in the room, I will kill you, I will kill you. Those were the message putting in your brain. Even the way they were tying you on the back was enough message. Me, all my life, someone must be ahead of me. You were raised to know you see someone's back and not see something afresh yourself. So mentally, even when you start to say, I want to do business, you find your idea or say, I wish I could have someone. If you say, I want to do this, I wish I know someone. I want to go and see this one. Do you know anyone in government? No, it's not your thinking. It was printed to you when you were being tied on your back, and they made sure you are tied so tight. To the extent that it was on your own risk of your spinal cord to lower yourself and try to look ahead from beside. You will break you are the one who will suffer the pain. Because they will tie you in such a way that movement looking ahead is not allowed. They made sure you have no picture where you will be a pioneer. You will remain someone who sees, someone who does it, and you follow it. So you were raised with a copycat mindset. Everyone who sees you right now with those certificates you are having, your age, they think you're educated. You are not. No, you are even waiting for someone's back to look for you to use their certificate. Because it was framed in your head. You were raised to know water is not found at home. You travel to go and get water. You were raised to know that schools are not closed. It was raised in you. Some of you actually knew when you want something, whether it's a shoe, it is either your senior brother, the shoe is now too tight. When it's too tight, you know your time to get a shoe has come. Because you will be now entering into the shoe they left for you. So you're always a leftover mentality. So even when you are now picking relationships, you are now making choices in things. That's why you have this confidence to buy things from a bear. Confidence to always get things seconded. You have no remorse over it. Do you know why? Because it was something injected you in your family. You used to know I don't start with something new. It has to be given from somewhere, either my uncle or those that came for holiday or we are meeting for Christmas. You just know it's not my property. Someone will leave it to me because they are smiling at me. So now you are raising even your children. Do you know where you buy your clothes? And it does not even move you because your mind has been framed. Mind is like a factory. What you deposit as ingredients is what it used to produce what you want. So all the junk that was coming to you, even if we give you any certificate, you will still be a vagrant with education. Look at how many people, even our professors in university, are complaining. We don't have much. We need also this. Even when they are professors, they trained someone who is now a managing director, but they can't think of how to get money. What is going on? They were raised that way. So whatever knowledge they are getting is not changing anything. You know, in the time when we finish harvest in rural, you just open the crow. You don't drive the cattle to the pasture or moving, because the bush, the grass is now drying, is doing. So you just open. They will know where they go. They will spend their day on their own. Around 4:30, they will start to be grazing, looking for water, everything moving back to the... Your business is just to go and put the logs and clothes. They will come by themselves. They were programmed. Programmed that no matter they see another green tree somewhere, this time we normally hear the sound of stones coming, ka, ka. Now it's time to do like this. Matthew chapter 18, verse 3, Passion Translation. Matthew. He said, learn this well. Unless you drastically change your way of thinking and become teachable like a child, you will never be able to enter in it. Why do God gives us babies? It's so that we can print anything in them. But do you know the wickedness you have done? You look like you love your child, but the truth is you damaged your child, because everything that the child is thinking is exactly you. A child, you can tell a child, this is your angle. Do you know right now there are people who are struggling to explain the angleness of the certain angle. Your mom just told you when you were young, that's your angle. That's it. Right now you just know that's my angle. Now your children's children want you to explain the angleness of this angle. Now you can't even explain anything, because as a child you just adapt every information. And that's the moment we are very reckless with where we are, what we do, how we meet people, and what we are reckless in that moment until our children are already deformed to maturity. Everyone listening to me, you love good things. But even yourself right now, even when you are listening to me, you wonder, where are you getting it from? Why don't you think like others? You even wonder yourself, because this head has been with you for a long time. From birth, you have been with this head. It has never left you any day. Everywhere, whether you were smiling or you were in a funeral or you were jumping, you were with this head, or you are sleeping in a church or in the mountain, you were with this head. And this head was busy everywhere you went to collect information, loading it. That's what it was doing. Everywhere you go, if you hear this person with the Fauga language, it loads. You go, this one says stupid. This one said you were good for nothing. This one said you will never become. Everything was loaded. Now put you in Harare. You are always trying to,
Me, I have misfortune. Me, things are, I have tried. Even when I pray, the more I pray, the more things get worse. It's not like they are thinking. They were damaged from long time ago. Let's take a break.